Yo, what's up? We're back with another episode of the No Money Spent. So for today, we finished up a couple things. We finished up the new storyline missions that dropped. So by doing those, that's going to help us finish up some collections. And we also probably finished up another collection. So at least two collections, not live series collections, but collections that definitely help for Scott Rowland and just getting other diamonds in general. And then we also finished up the multiplayer program. So we're going to have a 50-pack bundle to open, a chase pack, a few other packs, which is pretty nice. So let's just start off with, I guess, the multiplayer program. So with that, you can play in events. You know, events I feel like is a good way to get some of this done, or ranked seasons, obviously. Like I would start with ranked seasons and try to hit World Series, get that done and get that out of the way. And then honestly, finish it off in events, because events don't really matter as far as winning or losing. And I feel like a lot of people just go in there to try to get missions done. But yeah, we were playing some events to get some progress. So one reason to do this 50-pack bundle at the end, but you also get, a good amount of stubs. You get some diamond players, a lot of choice packs, a lot of diamonds. These are all diamonds pretty much, and a lot of XP if I did not say that. So multiplayer program I think is always worth it. So you get an 87 Copac. You do got to do parallel XP with all of these guys, to complete the program. But again, you can do it in rank, you can do it in events, and it's not that bad. You get Satchel Paige right here. We got a lot of these deluxe packs, some bundles and whatnot. A lot of XP rewind pack for World Series, which I think we actually already opened that up. You get Ozzy Albies, which is not a bad bat. You get some more deluxe and premier. BR Flawless pack from pretty much the first season, because now there's, I think we're on I guess like our third or fourth rewards for BR. But these guys are really cheap, doesn't really matter, still helps for collections. Get the 90 Christian Yelich card, which good against righties, not bad with the clutch. Solid bat, and then more packs right here. So just take a look at the missions. Again, you pretty much have to do all of them. So just keep that in mind. And events is definitely an easy way to, I think, get them done. So I would do that. But yeah, just take a look at all of that. Next thing we have is the storylines. So do I want to go out of Diamond Dynasty to see that? Yes, we can. There was 3 brand new storylines that ended up dropping, and we just completed them. They took pretty much like an hour or so to complete them. Actually, don't even know. Yeah, we had James Bismacky for one, Judy Johnson, and then Monte Irving. So we did those 3. These definitely help with the Negro Leagues collection and getting John Donaldson. So we pretty much will be completing that today. But yeah, just do them. They definitely help for the collections, like I said, and that's pretty much why we're doing them. But it's also, interesting to see how those play out and just the history behind that. Coming soon really quick. So on the 6th, we have Spotlight Drop and the Lightning collections. And then next Friday, we have Weekend Classic. When is third inning program is also, third inning XP is also on the 9th too. So yeah, there's a lot dropping this week, but as of right now, we're up to date with everything. So that's kind of nice. Actually, this might drop on Tuesday, this video. So yeah, we'll have to see. But let's go to collections really quick, and then we'll open up our packs. Because like I said, we don't really have anything else, but I guess the packs we get can maybe help with this too. So as far as this goes, we did end up finishing this off by just getting those last 3 players from what we just ended up doing, the storylines. So you pretty much can get all of these now for free. You don't even have to spend stubs to finish up this collection. Prior, you would have needed Martin Dehigo, Josh Gibson, and Satchel Paige. But now you don't. Now you can just get all of these for free just by doing the storylines. And I think there was something else for content. I think there was like a showdown that you could do. But we'll collect all 20 of these, and then we'll get John Donaldson, which I think is going to be a really good arm for us, and definitely should help us. Definitely should help us this weekend, or this next weekend for Weekend Classic. I think it'll be a solid arm to add to the rotation. Got the slider, fastball, slurve, forkball, and sinker. Always a very solid starting pitcher. So we needed this in our rotation, and it is a great get. Now, the next collection is going to be the Egg Hunt collection. So I just picked up these guys. We are going to open up packs to get these guys anyways. So I was just like, we might as well pick them up because one, we're probably not going to pack, you know, the expensive guys like Webb, Reigns, and Swanson. Not that they're like super expensive, but I was like, we might as well pick them up and then we'll just get reimbursed with the packs we open up today. So we picked up the remaining cards that we needed. And by doing that, we get a 90 Jacob deGrom. Now, is this card good? We'll have to see. But his attributes don't look that bad. Good hit per 9 and K per 9 numbers. Has a pitching clutch at 88. It's all right. But fastball, slider, circle change, slurve, and two-seam fastball. I think I can work with that pitch repertoire. But, you know, if he had like a sinker or a different fifth pitch, might have been a little bit better. Or even like the slurve. I don't know how the slurve will be or how effective that will be with deGrom. But it's still, you know, it's still Jacob deGrom. So we'll take that. That's 2 more collections. And that's pretty much where we're at right now. You know, if we lock those guys in, we're at 14 out of 18. Now, I could probably spend, like I have 600K stubs. I could spend the stubs to try to get these. But like I said the other day, we're just going to be patient with collections and let things naturally build up. Like we need 4 more for All-Stars. We need 7 for the second half heroes. We pretty much need Judge for this one. That will give us Paul O'Neill and Darren O'Day to finish that one. Spotlight, you know, we need about 7 of those. And then Tops Now, we need 8. But we can just wait for Tops Now and Spotlight, I guess. We also, there's one of these collections we don't have to do, which probably would be Spotlight at this point because that's the least we have. Or we just don't do Standout and we don't get Judge anytime soon. I don't know, but we're patient. We can wait a little bit. If we really needed it though, we could get Scott Rowland ASAP, but you know, we're gonna hold off and just hope we pack something good. You know, today would be a good day to pack something good, that's for sure. So all these packs pretty much come from the multiplayer program, and then maybe if we had like Team Affinity Progress, I don't know. But we have deluxe pack, another deluxe pack, 2 of these, and then a premier pack. We got the BR Flawless. We have a chase pack that you get from the 50 pack bundle, and 1 Ballin' is a Habit pack. So we'll start off with the 56 show packs that we have. As always, if we pack a diamond, we'll show it off. Today, we need a diamond. That's all I can say. We need a big diamond. So hopefully the chase pack hits us up with something good. But 56 show packs, let's get them started. All right, we got ourselves a diamond. I think we're like halfway through these packs. I need a right fielder. That's what we want to see come up. Right fielder. We need a big diamond. Starting pitcher, unless it's Skeens, it's not good. Man, Blake Snell. I think I've packed him like 3 or 4 times this year. Another 3K type of player. We literally cannot hit the big diamond this year. All right, down to the final show pack. Let's see if we get a diamond luck in the last pack. And we do not. Kind of rough right there. Let's see. Let's open these up really quick and see what we can get. This one is random. The other 2 are not random, but we'll probably just take, I think we take New Egg or the Egg Hunt ones because they're the most recent and that's a guaranteed diamond. Also, I guess we technically would have a chance at Polanco, which if we could hit that card, that would be some good stubs. And he's the most expensive player in all 3 of these sets. So yeah, let's go with that and see if we kind of get lucky. But what can we get in the new threads? I mean, if it's not a diamond, it doesn't really matter. No diamond. All right, kind of cheap right there. Let's see. We got 2 of these now. Hoping for, you know, the big one, diamond. Let's see what we get. First baseman. That's not gonna do it for us. Rod Carew though. I like the bat. You know, I think Carew's solid, even though I've used him and haven't done that well with him. I think that's a very good card though. You know, we just got to use him a little bit more. Let's see what we can get in this one. I don't even know what position Polanco is. Catcher Joe Torre got him like 4 times. He's definitely the most we've pulled in these Egg Hunt series players. This is a big one. You know, 3 of them. Best chance, pretty much our last chance of getting Polanco. So starting pitcher. Did we get Webb? All right, we got Logan Webb. We bought him, you know, to finish up the collection. So we get reimbursed a little bit with that. Some extra stubs. That's not bad. Let's see what we can get in this one. Third baseman. Okay, Rosario. I was like, who has the dreads? But Rosario is it. It is. And then the last one for us. Anyone good? Relief pitcher. Not gonna do as much. Soto it is. So, I mean, I guess Webb was good. We'll get like, what are we getting back here? We pretty much get like 11K out of these 3 players. But we'll take that. Next, we'll just open up the ballin'. You know, we only have 1, not like we have a lot. So, can't expect a diamond. Yeah, we get Suarez right there. We'll open up the BR pack because these guys are pretty cheap. Nothing crazy out of these. We scooped up Rich Gossage when he was pretty cheap. So we'll take Lance Berkman here. He'll help out with the second half collection that we have to, you know, still work on. But Lance Berkman, it is there. And now we have the Chase pack. This one's big. You know, it is a guaranteed diamond. We really, really, really would like that 88 plus diamond. And Jordan Alvarez is the Chase card. So, you know, if we can pack that too, that would be pretty big because 1, we got to hit at some point with a big guy, but 2, that's a lot of stubs. We can sell him and make profits. Let's see what we get. Starting pitcher. Did I get Blake Snell again? All right, we got the Grom, which literally just turned diamond. So he's going to be cheap. You know, another cheap card. Just doesn't go our way. Just doesn't go our way. We might actually like have to grind to get stubs. I'm talking about like flipping the market, playing Diamond Quest, playing Battle Royale. Like that's the point we're at right now for like trying to finish up collections, that we might actually have to try to grind to make extra stubs, because we pretty much just do the content and walk away for the week. But we might actually have to start playing to get these collections done, because this progress is going by pretty slow right now, especially with our pack luck. But that's all good. This is probably going to be our team for Weekend Classic. Something like this. You know, now we have Donaldson in the rotation. We got DeGrom, I guess. Maybe we throw out Cueto. Is Logan Webb a good starting pitcher? He looks usable. He definitely looks usable. So we'll have options. I don't really like Kluber. I don't know if I want to use Bob Gibson. He looks good though, but I faced Bob Gibson and smacked him, so that's never a good sign if I'm smacking someone up like that. So we'll have to see what we do, but this will probably be what our team kind of looks like for Weekend Classic at the end of the week. And then, you know, that's when we'll kind of get rewards. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. You know, let me know if you guys finished up the multiplayer program, what you guys are working on, and if you guys packed anything good. But until the next one, thank you guys for watching. I'm out.